Okay, so with the lowering springs on, next thing I wanted to do is exhaust tips. So originally what I was going to do was just buy some tip covers, and essentially all they do is slot over the top of here. They're just like a black gloss plastic, and you can get them with the sash in the middle as well. One that I got that was advertised for this car definitely wasn't for this car because it was tiny. So next step for me then was trying to find some actual tips. So as you can see here, proper Mercedes AMG, and these are actually off a SL400. Took a punt that these looked very similar, and all they really need is a good clean. I mean, you could probably get away with just sticking them on, to be fair. I might spray them. I'm going to have a look now how easy it is to actually get these on. They don't attach to the exhaust, so they're more part of the back bumper, if that makes sense, rather than being part of the exhaust system. But I think it'll massively enhance the look of the car from the back. Along with that, what I'll do is change all the badging as well. I was going to attempt at doing that in the gloss black wrap, but instead I've gone and bought all the actual gloss black badges now instead. So that'll essentially finish off the back end. Okay, so this actually might be a really easy install. As you can see under here, so I'm not even going to have to jack it up, I don't think. You've got just a Torx bolt there, Torx bolt there. Take them two away. This, as I say, is part of the bumper, not part of that. And then by the looks of the actual tips themselves, it's literally just that that's on the bumper. So theoretically, if I undo those, that'll slide back and then it'll slide out, and I can basically just do the reverse to get that on. What I am going to do is just give them a good clean up, and I'm going to give them a bit of a spray as well, just with some gloss black that I've got, just to give them a bit of a nicer finish, because as I've cleaned up, they're obviously quite pitted. But yeah, they certainly get a fit as well. So if you are interested in doing this, then I would say steer clear of the cheap tat that you get in terms of the surrounds, and just go for any of the AMG models, because as I say, this is off a CLA45 and it's fitting perfectly on here. They've obviously got different points here, so they're obviously a common exhaust tip that they use across the AMG range. So great news that, and hopefully nice and easy install for me. Okay, so nothing special really going on here, just a gloss black paint I'm using on there, and then I have got a petrol resistant lacquer that I'm going to put on afterwards as well. But as I say, because these are actually attached to the exhaust, it shouldn't make too much of a difference. They shouldn't have to be heat resistant as such. A couple of coats there already and looking loads better, and then in this weather they should dry pretty quick and I can get them on the car hopefully tonight. Okay, so while we wait for the paint to dry on the exhaust tips, I'm gonna have a look at actually changing these badges over. So literally got them all in gloss black, and it should be as simple as putting a bit of heat on these. These will start to peel off. We'll have some residue behind there, so I'll have to clean that off as well, and then it'll just be applying them in exactly the same place. So what my thoughts on this are is I'm probably going to look at putting some tape top and bottom and either side, just so when I do put the new ones on it lines up nicely. So I'm going to give it a good clean here now around all the badging, apply the tape, then apply some heat, pull these off, attempt to clean then behind there without disturbing the tape, and it should be as simple as just peeling back on here. You can't actually see it on there, but peeling back the tape on that and putting them straight on, applying a little bit of pressure and probably a little bit more heat as well, just to get them to set correctly. But it should be a nice easy one for me to do, and it's something for me to do, as I say, all the way for the exhaust tips to dry. Okay, so that's all the badges off, and as I say, applying a little bit of heat and just getting a bit of wire to go behind the actual badging. Should be able to break them free. The Mercedes badge, I had a bit of trouble with that, so it actually broke. It's not an issue because obviously I'm replacing it, but another thing as well with the tabs, when they do snap there, I'll show you on the new one. You can just see there, you get 3 tabs. When they snap there, it's easier to poke them through than try and pull them out. And once you've done that, you just want to take this panel off, give it a bit of a jiggle just to make sure you've got them bits out. You don't want them rattling about inside the actual tailgate itself. And again, all it is, it's going to be a case of trying to get the remnants of the tape off on the original ones, and then I'm all stick it up, ready to go. Obviously I don't need to sticker this because I've got those 3 holes to go off for fitting the new one. Yeah, other than that, I'll show you when it's all done. Okay, so there is a slight difference in size on this badge. Not an issue because I've put it central of that, which should mean it's still straight. This and this are separate in terms of the actual tabs to pull them off, stick them on. So what I'm going to do now is just take this front sheet off, and then I'll peel back those and get those into position. Okay, so exhaust tips on, and it was as simple as that. Just the 2 Torx screws, and in my opinion that looks so much better. Can't wait now to get these wheels on. Back end now with those exhaust tips, those black badges, just looks really good. The chrome itself, although I'm not particularly a fan of it, it doesn't look too bad. It's so subtle, so I'll probably will give it a go wrapping it in the gloss black, but I might even just leave it, to be honest with you. I'll see how it looks when the wheels are on, and I've got the grille still to come for the front end to give me that AMG look from front to back. But yeah, really happy with how this is coming together now. And I think that just really finishes the back end off nicely. Looks so much better.